Alright, cool. We are live on Twitch. Who's we? I. I'm live on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Looking forward to seeing if anybody catches the YouTube notification video that I made and hopefully comes over to check out the stream. Let's get rid of this super epic music. Today I'm going to be working on leveling my rogue. I've been doing quite a bit of leveling the past week or so. So before we get started with the stream, two things. One, I am a wee bit sick today. Had some like nausea issues going on, so apologize if that comes through at all. Two, if my green screen back there gets messed up, I'm blaming my bunnies. They're being very adventurous and playing with the cloth and all that kind of good stuff. So nothing too special to start out with here. I've been using Azurite Autopilot to do a lot of my quest leveling and just kind of power level real quickly. Let's see, do we... No. One of my bunnies picked this particular time as the right time to start sprinting around the room. So I think what we're going to do here is we've got a assault up for the next 5.5 hours. So I'm probably going to try and take advantage of that. It is in Vol'dun, and that kind of sucks. Most of my characters are Alliance, and it's hard to get over to Vol'dun without doing the war campaign. But fortunately, my rogue just got enough war resources to be able to go in and start the war campaign, so I can get him over there. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to work on the war campaign, and I'm going to try to do the other zones first, because I still have an XP buff from the last incursion that I did. So if you didn't know, when you do an incursion, you get a little XP buff called Taste of Victory, and that gives you an hour-long plus 10% XP buff. So I'm going to try and take advantage of that, and then I'll do the assault and get that buff again and go do some regular questing. So right there, we're going to turn this stuff in here. Alright. So what do you have for our war campaign? Oh, there we go. I couldn't see Falstad over there. Alright. So talk to Shaw. Shaw's gonna have us do a mission. We'll go ahead and get that started. That's gonna put us back over here. Talk to Wormbane. And he's gonna have us choose a foothold. Let's go ahead and do Nazmir, because that's looks a little closer to Vol'dun, just in case we get stalled out and can't go do Vol'dun right away. Alright, turn that in. And here we go. Now, I've done these a bunch of times. I think I'm on my fourth Alliance character to do these campaign missions. I think Nazmir is the one that I like the least. It involves a good bit of annoying traveling. But I'm on a rogue this time, so I can sneak around and just knock out the mission objectives really quickly, instead of having to plow through a bunch of trash to get there. That has like a positive and a negative. Like, you don't get as much random XP from just killing things when you're on a rogue, but you can get through the quest objectives a lot faster. I feel like that lends to leveling a good deal faster. Now, I do wish that I wasn't wasting this XP buff on this freaking boat ride. That would be pretty nice. Oh my goodness. Slow boats. Rowboats or slow boats? Okay. Alright, cool. So I'm currently playing an Outlaw Rogue. And I'll give you a look at my talent build here. Just a second. I'm pretty sure I'm using one really close to what I lay out in my specialization introduction video. But basically, we've got some extra combo points and damage from our free pistol shots. We've got increased movement speed. I think I changed this because I was never using grappling hook at all. Increased energy and energy regeneration. Increased healing from Crimson Vial. Increased damage to basically stun targets. We've got haste from our finishing moves, and then we're using Killing Spree. And that reminds me, I need to go in. I'm also in War Mode. War Mode for Alliance right now is giving a... oh, it's only 15% now instead of 30%. Okay, it dropped down this week by half. That kind of sucks. I wonder how high it is for a Horde character. Imagine it's probably still about 15%. Ah, man, that sucks. That's really going to slow leveling down quite a bit. Alright, well, for my War Mode talents, there's nothing too great in Rogue, honestly, to help with leveling. There's Sprint suppressing all movement impairing effects for 4 seconds, which is okay. Roll the Bones granting haste is pretty good. And then also, I picked up Drink Up Me Hearties, which lets you make Crimson Vials. So now I actually can use my Crimson Vial ability, but then I also have 3 Crimson Vial potions. So if I get myself into a tough spot, I'm able to heal with those potions and then just make more potions instantly. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, that's half the bonus XP. So I was leveling last week with the 30% War Mode bonus. And I got my Paladin to max level, I got my Monk to max level, and I got my Rogue up to 117 and a third, roughly. Now, I did see that in patch 8.1.5, they're supposed to be bringing in the tokens that will allow you to upgrade your heirloom gear to be good through 120. So right now I'm actually focusing on leveling on my characters that aren't cloth. And then when the heirloom gear comes in, I'll probably upgrade just my cloth heirlooms and level all the cloth characters at that point. That way I don't have to spend a bunch of money like trying to upload or upgrade several different armor classes of heirlooms. Alright, so we're getting dog tags back. I'm going to build up here. I'm not even going to roll the bones on this guy, because I don't plan on fighting too much here initially. Well, I guess I probably could have. Now, one thing I've found on Outlaw is, like, if you're not casting Roll the Bones, then you're doing it wrong. It's going to feel a heck of a lot slower. It's going to feel like your damage is a lot lower. So, like, you want to be casting Roll the Bones whenever you can. So, like, on my other characters, I'd have to kill these guys, but luckily on Rogue, I don't have to. So the first thing I do here is I'm going to try to, like, roll the bones, get some buffs going. And then the next thing that I want to do is actually build up to between the eyes for a stun. And then usually on kind of like a boss character like that, I will do a killing spree. You can see, like, that was pretty darn easy. Now there's no dog. There's a dog tag here. Let's grab that one. Alright, so that's all of our dog tags done. I'm going to go ahead and sprint, save myself some time getting back here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the bones again here, just to make sure I've got it up. I wasted that pistol shot. Now in this case, with this free pistol shot here, I actually just run up and just use it. I don't worry about going back into stealth and trying to ambush and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm just about out of roll the bones, so I'm going to want to go back into roll the bones here. I'll roll the bones with 4, that's not that big of a deal to me. Go ahead and cast my Crimson Vial. If I'm ever getting low on health like this, then I will use it between the eyes and kind of stall out, like right here. Wasted that pistol shot again. And then, like I said, I've got these Crimson Vials that I can make. And like this allows me to keep a constant source of potions at all times. Sometimes I'll use a trash mob like this too to just roll the bones or build up combo points for the next group. So this seems like a good spot to use Blade Flurry, and then Blade Flurry plus Killing Spree is going to hit like everybody here. You see my health's getting low, I'm not too worried about it. Got pretty decent recovery. One bad thing about Outlaw is you don't really have like a good ranged attack. Like you got pistol shot, but I mean that's not great. And now we got to spend all this time flying back over here. So it looked like the Q&A that was done this past week was about what you would expect, like a lot of non-answers and things like that from Ian. But he did an interview for a German magazine this week and actually put out some information that was sort of useful. I know there's been a good amount of talk lately about how the new Azurite system is going to work, and it sounds kind of weird to me. It sounds better than what we have, but it definitely sounds weird. So if you haven't heard, the idea behind the new Azurite system is when you get your pieces of gear, which I don't think I have any on. Yeah, I've got one here. Like all these rings will just be unlocked automatically, so you won't have to build up your power to unlock them. But then the necklace itself is going to have like a weird talent tree. And that talent tree is going to use your necklace level to let you unlock different things. And it seems like some of the different nodes and traits and things might be based on the types of content that you can do. So maybe, I always like, for this particular campaign, I like to switch my Hearthstone to here. Because at the end of all these quests, you have to run all the way back here from over there. And that's just kind of a pain in the butt. But after these series of quests, when you gotta come back, then you'll go back to Borealis after that, and you can just change your Hearthstone back. So I find that this saves a good amount of time. But like I was saying, with the Azurite necklace, you know, maybe some of the traits you have to unlock by doing Mythic Plus, or some of them you unlock by doing PvP or raiding. I think that's an interesting concept, but I don't particularly like it. Unless the talents and stuff that they have on offer are really specific to that type of content, such that you wouldn't even want them in a different type of content, then I think this just kind of locks you out of character customization and does what I don't particularly like in World of Warcraft, which is forces you to do content that you're not at all interested in order to have the best performing character for what you want to do. So I guess what I mean as far as that goes is, let's say that there was a Azurite trait and it gave you, you know, a bonus against player characters. Okay, like it's a bonus that would just work against player characters. Oh, let's go help out over here. So if that bonus just worked against player characters, then to me that seems like something that's obviously intended to be used in PvP. Whether that's instance or world PvP, it doesn't really matter. And I, as someone who generally doesn't do any sort of PvP, would not particularly mind if that was a trait that you had to get by doing PvP. Because I wouldn't want it, right? I wouldn't need it for PvP. Hey, don't take my guy. So in that instance, if that was one of the traits that was available for like your Azurite armor, I wouldn't really care, right? It's a PvP trait specific to PvP, and if you do PvP, you're going to want it. If you don't do PvP, then it's not that important, and you could just kind of ignore it. However, if it was a trait that was like here on my rogue, like let's say it made my Sinister Strike deal like 50% more damage, or you know, something ridiculous like that. And you had to get it through doing PvP. Well, I wouldn't particularly like that kind of trait because that means that I would have to do PvP, which is something that I typically don't want to do in order to get that trait, and that trait would basically be mandatory. There's no way that it wouldn't. I totally missed my ambush there. Alright, we're gonna... So that's the kind of trait that I don't want to see that's locked out behind a particular kind of content. So I'm hoping that's kind of what they're going to do. Like, you can still build a good character for the particular type of content, and it's not going to feel like, you know, doing a particular type of content is mandatory in order for your class to play at its best. I do think that would give them some interesting opportunities, though, to expand upon their trait system. I think it'd be really interesting to have some nice open world traits. This is kind of something that Guild Wars 2 does, where they essentially have this mastery system where it allows you to do all kinds of crazy stuff out in the open world. I need to roll the bones here. But stuff like, you know, increase your mounted speed. That's one of the things that you could get, or the ability to glide, or maybe you can gather from resource nodes faster. Those kinds of things are the things that they kind of offer in Guild Wars that I think are really interesting traits, and I think that would make for something really cool for the Azurite necklace. Now, there's like another issue that I have with this, which is whatever they do, they're just going to drop it at the start of the next expansion anyway. So, I don't know. It feels like your progression only matters for a limited amount of time, and I don't particularly like that. I would prefer it if this stuff carried over from expansion to expansion as a neat and cool system that you could get into. I think I mentioned in a comment on a video of mine that, you know, as a returning player to Guild Wars 2, yeah, it's confusing as all heck, trying to figure out you know, all the systems that I wasn't around in the game for. But, you know, in reality, it's just as confusing for new players to learn that stuff as well in World of Warcraft. So why not keep the systems around for the players who are here playing all the time to keep the game interesting for them? Like, a lot of people hate garrisons, but I actually like garrisons. And I would have liked to see them continue to expand upon that system. But to my knowledge, you know, garrisons have been abandoned and they're not going to be coming back. And I'll never get to interact with that system again except for in, you know, Draenor, where it's outdated and doesn't have any relevance to the content that I'm doing today. And it blows my mind that they will let that stuff go, but they'll keep stuff like the mission table, which, you know, has very little, if any, actual substance to it. You know, they keep pet battles from expansion to expansion. They didn't combine that to one system. And, but there's all these other cool systems that they've had, like the weapons from Legion, or the garrison system, or maybe this new AP system for Azurite gear will be cool, who knows. But they just abandon them at the end of every expansion. And then you get this long period at the beginning where you're sitting here feeling like your character got nerfed all to hell and is really boring to play. And you gotta spend an entire expansion building them up again to make them feel good. And that's just, that's ridiculous to me. I know it's quite a bit of a rant about, you know, new Azurite rings, but it's just kind of my general opinion on them. Also, there's way too much roleplay in these systems here. Get him, Magni. Bones, go up. Running out of energy. That is one thing I noticed on this build, is there are times where I just run out of energy, and it's usually because I got some combination of buffs from Roll the Bones that makes it really easy for me to stack multiple attacks really fastly back to back. Really fastly, that's not even a word. So this is the part I was talking about. Like, I just finished this, and it wants me to go all the way back to camp, all the way over here. And that's where changing the Hearthstone saves a heck of a lot of time. I know a lot of people are playing the new Kingdom Hearts game that came out today. That would probably be on my list of games to play, but I can't even get through the ones that I have. I picked up, over the holidays, I got Dragon Quest, I got like Ni no Kuni 2. I picked, no joke, I picked up like 7 different JRPGs, and I've probably put an hour into each of them. Alright, 77% upgrade, 75, and not really an upgrade at all. So it looks like... Let's check out the Azurite powers, though. What do we have? Assassination, subtlety... Between the eyes increases the damage of your next pistol shot. Yeah, that's okay. When you take damage, heal every 6 seconds. Meh. Cloak of Shadows heals you. Yeah, I never use Cloak of Shadows during leveling. So let's see what the shoulder pads have. Adrenaline Rush increases your haste by 64 every second. Okay, that's decent. I mean, I don't use Adrenaline Rush super often, mostly on major, like, big mobs, but that would definitely help out. No enemies within 12 yards, you heal. That's not really a thing. Increase your movement speed. I do like increased movement speed. I actually don't really care about any of these Azurite traits, so I'm just going to go for the biggest upgrade. And take the mask. So go ahead and pop that on. Alright. Spells and abilities have a chance to grant critical strike and haste for 10 seconds. Or between the eyes increases the damage of your next pistol shot. Yeah, I'll just take that. And then healing or Cloak of Shadows. Cloak of Shadows heals you for 521, which is basically nothing. Every second, basically, plus an additional 230. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take this one. Just heal every 6 seconds. And so this is gonna go from 1,000 additional damage to 1,100, and from 1,600 healing to 17. It's alright, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and do Zuldazar. We gotta sit here for a minute and listen to him talk. Let's pick an upgrade. We're gonna go for the increased speed after landing. Assuming, yeah, he's still talking. Alright, there we go. I always try to do this war campaign stuff while I'm leveling, because you have to do it anyway. So you might as well get experience for it. Huh. See you later. Now, the nice thing about this particular war zone is that our war campaign section is you don't actually have to run around all over the dang place for it. It's all done like right here on the coast. And now that I'm on a rogue, I can sneaky sneak right to what I want. So my strategy is always like, go get the stuff that I have to get first, and then worry about killing things. Because chances are I'm going to have to kill some stuff to get to the point where I need to be able to pick up everything. You just got crit with between the eyes. Alright, so we're going for the hammer. I don't know. I want to get this. Hopefully I can get it without attracting their attention. Yes. Okay. Wasted that. I'm playing Rogue after having the last thing that I leveled was a Ret Pally, so I went from like one combo generator to another one. Alright, now we're gonna go destroy some cannons. Oh, there's actually enemies on here now. Ooh, this is gonna get real juicy real fast. Oh, let's see what I can do. That wasn't too bad. There's a little bit of Blade Flurry, and then a little bit of Riposte. Alright, so now we're just onto the part where we're just gonna farm up some kills and stuff here. We gotta heal some people, kill some things. It doesn't show down here for some reason that I need to kill trolls as well, but I do. I need to kill both. And I usually just try to kill people that are near things that I can get from my other quest here. Like this one. This is a good thing that wasn't a Horde player. I was not expecting that at all.
Mic off. Mic on.
Got a question from the wife there. Well, in other news, unrelated to WoW, I know some people are getting excited about Anthem, new game from EA. and BioWare, I guess, from BioWare, published by EA. I am not going to be picking that up. It looks like my kind of game, but I just cannot give EA any credit. And honestly, I can't give BioWare any credit either. Not after Anthem. I realize that chances are, you know, they put a lot of their development team onto Anthem instead of Mass Effect Andromeda, which was their last release, I believe. But, you know, I don't think that excuses them putting out a crappy game. Like, it's easy to look at that and be like, oh, well, you know, Andromeda was the game that it was because they moved their development team onto this game. It's like, how does that justify it, though? Like, they could put out a crappy game because they're working on a different game? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, shouldn't you put out a good quality product every time? I know I'm using my finishers at like 4 combo points here a lot of the time. That's just because if I get a proc of for a free pistol shot, it generates 2 combo points, and then I'm actually wasting a combo point. And that happens pretty often, so a lot of the times I am building up to 4 combo points, and then just kind of go ahead and use it. That way if I do get a proc, I don't waste the combo points from it. But yeah, Anthem definitely looks like the kind of game that I'd like to play. You know, co-op. I like first-person shooters, third-person shooters, RPGs, etc. I did play in the alpha for Anthem back at the beginning of January, and I wasn't super impressed at first, but as the demo went on more and more, I did enjoy it. I started to kind of enjoy it. I like anything where you get to have a lot of movement. Like, there's a lot of mobility, and especially when you can kind of combo things together and it feels like you can get better with skill. And I felt like that's essentially what Anthem was for me. But I thought the RPG system was kind of shallow from what I saw initially. There were definitely bugs, and I just can't give EA the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'd be more willing to give the benefit of the doubt to BioWare than over EA, but the fact of the matter is, like, it's still a game being published by EA, and I fully expect there to be stupid microtransactions. And everybody keeps saying, oh, the developer said that that's not going to be the case. Like, in this day and age, it doesn't even matter what the developers say anymore. You know, a lot of times the developers are just saying whatever they have to appease people and keep the negative press off of them until the game releases. And I feel like, you know, for some companies, they deserve that measure of goodwill from the players to them. Let's see, did I kill all of the undead? Yes, okay. You know, there are some companies out there that deserve the goodwill of us saying, okay, well, the developers are saying this, so let's trust them. You know, let's give them an opportunity to change things or prove that they're right. But I feel like EA's not one of those companies, you know? I'm not a BioWare fanboy, or maybe I'd give them a little bit more leeway. I feel like they've done some decent games in the past. They haven't always been my style of game, but admittedly, they've been pretty good quality and such. But when your publisher is EA, like, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt, because giving you the benefit of the doubt is giving EA the benefit of the doubt, and I just can't. Oh, I lied. There's this one one set of quests over here. They're not that long, though. And they're actually kind of cool. You get to turn into a big lava monster and wreck a bunch of gnomes and stuff. Well, my Twitch notification on YouTube has no views, so I feel like that's probably not a great way to let people know that I'm live on Twitch. And honestly, Twitch is... I hate that I have to use it. I really do. I think a lot of people who are subbed on my channel, myself included, are just either kind of done with Twitch or don't want to use Twitch. So, if you're watching this later on YouTube, trust me, I'm here with you. I'm not a big Twitch user myself. I had one or two people I used to watch back in the day, but if I could stream on YouTube, I would, and I can't. So, even if you just are like kind enough to go and follow me on Twitch, just until I can stream live on YouTube again, that would be great. I'd appreciate the support there. But if not, whatever. I get it. I wouldn't be here on Twitch if I didn't have to be. And as soon as I can go back to live streaming on YouTube, I will. Man, these rowboats are killing my XP buff. Alright, so we're just about done with this. I do like the end part for this quest. I think it's pretty cool. Why this thing closed my Twitch app? Alright, so we gotta get some slag from these boxes right around here. We don't need these incinerators, so I think sapping them is a fine idea. And then moving out of the way of the wolf patrol. And we also need to tap these mole machines. Keep an eye on that wolf patrol there. Let's go ahead and sap that guy. I'll tell you what, I do really like the utility that rogues bring to solo stuff. Alright, 2 more pieces of slag. Easy peasy. Now this quest is cool. I like this quest. It's nothing special. It's like there's a bunch of... I say that. There's a bunch of quests like this one where you're going to turn into essentially a big monster and then just go stomp on things. But the reason I like this one is because I like the number 2 ability here. Because it actually does turn you into this like wave of lava. And that's just cool. At the end of the quest, you do have to come back to the camp. So I like to go about like halfway out on one side. Get like 100 people. And then kind of start to turn around. It's all about time and efficiency when you're trying to level, so... This is kind of messed up, though, when you think about it, like the amount of goblins that are getting just slaughtered. Yeah, so 200 complete, and then it's going to make you go all the way back to the camp, so... That's why I try not to get too far, because you can actually go way down this coast, killing goblins if you want. But then you got to spend all that time coming back. Hey, I'm leveled up somewhere in there. Level 118. Nice. Now, of course, we get Kelsey Steelspark, who's been with us on many journeys in Stormsong Valley, primarily. What am I doing here? Speak to... Back to Morales. Alright, let's see if it gives me the quest for... Vol'dun. I don't think it will, because I think I need to complete this mission table mission first. Oh, yeah, it will. Alright, Vol'dun it is. Alright, so we will go and we will do the Vol'dun stuff. And we'll knock out the incursion at the same time. Check my Twitch here. Oh, okay. Red dot means live. Man, I get disconnected every single time I go to Vol'dun. Every time I try to go to Vol'dun on the war campaign, it disconnects me. We'll get that booted back up here. After I disconnect, once I log back in, it has no problem. It's like the third time, though. I really want the Sethrak as a playable race. Oh look, more boats. Am I trying to be sneaky, or am I trying to avoid getting shot by something? Because if I'm trying to be sneaky, there's all this and the boat. If I'm trying to avoid being shot, there should at least be something trying to shoot me. Oh, nice. And the war campaign stuff is nearby. I think it'd probably be a good idea to do the war campaign stuff, like, right away. Like, maybe just do this introductory quest. I hate when there aren't enough Sethrak around here. You get these airstrikes, and you're supposed to kill 15 Sethrak, and there's usually some running around here in groups. But it doesn't look like... It looks like most of them were killed recently, so we're like waiting for them to respawn. It's really frustrating. Oh, here we go. Not that guy, but... the group's up here. That's good stuff. I didn't quite get them. That's okay. We'll go right here. Come on, everybody. There we go. There's one here. Yeah, I might as well just kill him. Okay, they're starting to pop up a little bit. One more. Bye-bye. Oh wow, that thing went right in there. Aw, I can't turn in the quest when I'm on that guy? That's not cool. Epic music. Alright, so I think we got, let's see, we got 6 minutes left on our war campaign buff, so I think we're going to want to go ahead and tackle the war campaign quests here. See if we get ourselves into a little bit of a rumble with some Horde players. I kind of hope not. Talk with Sandwalker Vara. Let's go do that. What's the best way to get to her? It looks like I should go this way. I haven't done this one before. Oh, that's not a good sign. It's never a good sign when you see one of those, I don't even know what they're called, but one of those Horde, the high priority targets, I guess. Okay, stop the shipments. What are you supposed to do here? Talk with Sandwalker Hoojer. Oh, here we go. Give me the totem, I'll scare away the Volpera. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done this one before. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. This is really confusing. Where's everything at? Where's all the stuff I'm supposed to be scaring? Oh, here's one. Be afraid. Oh look, I'm really big now. I'm really big and I can't move. Where is everyone at? Can't scare off the Volpera if there's no Volpera to scare off. There we go, there's one of them. Hey! Ooh, there's a Warkish over here. Is there some fighting going on? Oh, that is a lot of Horde. I'm good. I'm just trying to quest, y'all. Sometimes I get involved with the fighting, but it just depends. Like right now, I just wanna get these done, get my buff back, you know. Alright, I need one more hired Volpera. Be afraid. Alright, cool. Next, we're gonna avoid that crap, and we're gonna go do Wolf Leader Skrog slain. I suppose we could turn in this quest too, while we're here. Ooh, stay away. Alright. Yep. Go get plants and such, but that is not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do this. Ooh, stay away from them. Alright, so we got the wolf leader. Oh, that guy's coming this way. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Holy crap. Seems like a bad day to be world questing. Am I just gonna follow the pack here? What's the next thing we're doing? Azurite altercation. Ooh, this feels bad. This feels like I should not be going up here. What am I supposed to be doing here? Okay. Just like killing stuff. Oh god. Why am I taking this guy on? This seems stupid. Oh god. Yeah, this seems really dumb. Oh, there's all this PvP going around me, and here I am. Trying to kill this elite. Oh, goodness. Ooh, yep, I think I'm just gonna pop out of here. No, don't kill me, Mr. Horde. No, stay away. This seems like a mess. I don't think I'm gonna get very far. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff you can loot here on the ground. Oh, that's a monk. I'm just gonna try to pick stuff up off the ground. No. Oh, man. Look at all these horde. So many. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Yes? No? Maybe? And they're gonna get me. I think we'll come back to that later. What do you think? I'll pass. Let's go way down here and do this other one. What is this other one? Oh, Jintago. I think this is the guy who's up on the cliff up here. Yeah, this is the guy that's up on the cliff. Ooh. I hate this area when there's a world quest here because it's got all these stupid spinning guys that just knock you around all over the place. Well, looks like there's some people showing up to help. Jintago. All right. And let's see if we can swing back over. Maybe do this one. Kill some soldiers and stuff. Because it looks like this is still like a hot spot. I'm about halfway done with it, but I don't want to go back over there. Oh, I'm right in the middle of this crap too. Alright, let's drift. Let's drift a little sideways here. We want to go this direction. I like this trick here. Being chased and drop. Rogues take like no fall damage, so that works out pretty well. And I thought the world quest would kick in right there, but I guess it didn't. Alright, I guess we're further off than I thought. Oh, now we're not. Oh god. Some kind of hunter going crazy over here. Get off. Let's make some more of these potions real quick. Am I gonna get credit for that guy? No, I didn't. What garbage. Oh. Seriously? This is one of those times where I really feel like Warmode is not worth it. Okay. That was a friendly target. Just wasted my sprint on accident. Darn hotkeys. It's always good in these little PvP areas to try to like team up with somebody, if possible. Man, did they just finish killing him again? Alright, you friggin' chicken. Come here. Go with the Zerg. Coming back for me, huh? Okay, 10-10. I just need to kill that stupid guy with the shield now. If I can get out of combat, come on. Alright, he's back, but I'm not gonna mess with him until we have like a group of Alliance ready to kill him again. Just gonna stick around here. Try to do some stuff until I can vanish again. What are you chasing me for, bro? Give me credit, give me credit, give me credit. Alright. Now let's get the heck out of there. Oh, man. There's some perks to being a rogue. Okay. That is a horde character there. Alright, so we got one more world quest to do. And that horde guy is still up there. So it looks like there hasn't been any progress made as far as that goes. We can go check it out though. Let's go see if maybe we could finish our quest here. Ooh, goodness. That wasn't a good sign. Or maybe it was. Maybe he was running away. I really don't mind PvP, but it seems like the world PvP here is just kind of like Zerg versus Zerg, which is okay. Or it's like Zerg versus like two people, which is BS. And done. Good. Let's get the hell out of here. go down and do the final quest here. I can't remember if the quest here makes you fight with other people or not. Sometimes in some of the zones you do a quest, but it doesn't actually really require you to go to an area where the enemy faction's going to be at. I want to say this one does make you do that. I think... Oh, goodness. Hello, Somatics. Please leave me alone. Yeah, I think this one does make you do that. You have to, like, charge over to this area here. And kill a bunch of things. This is honestly one of the more annoying finishers to a World Quest zone. I like to try to find a group and just roll with that group because that makes everything so much better. Okay, so we need to destroy a bunch of siege weapons. And I think, yeah, we need to destroy this champion over here too. Yeah, this chick does some mean damage. Alright, there we go. So we also need... Where's this at? I don't know. It's like not tracking in my quest log. Siege weapon. Let's see, there's another one over here. What was the point of sapping the thing if you're just gonna kill it? Alright, I think there's one more over here we can get. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, okay, that's it. Good. Alright, now we go turn this crap in. Or maybe we already did? Usually you have to turn this in somewhere. Oh, okay. This is a, oh, okay. It's a turn in at Borealis, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hearth back. Oh man, I didn't change it. It's still sending me to Fort Victory. Actually, that's still faster than going to Dalaran. So we'll go there. Because I can just talk to the person at the boat to take me back. Yeah, I know, dude. I already did that quest. Yeah. Back to Borealis, please. Alright, let's turn that in. Very nice. So we're about halfway through level 118 now. We can go finish off Vol'dun, which is probably what I'm going to do next. And then after that, I mean, after finishing Vol'dun, I'll probably be like a quarter of the way from leveling. Have a couple more levels after that. Well, one more level after that, and I'll be 120. So the leveling progress has been going pretty well so far. Prior to me taking a break from World of Warcraft, I had my Warrior, Demon Hunter, and Death Knight at max level. I got my Monk, my Paladin, and my Rogue is just about there, and this has taken less than a week so far. So the incursions, the little XP buff from the incursions, the Warmode buff in particular, that stuff has all contributed to help making the leveling process a little bit faster. Not really as fast as I'd like it to be, but 8.1.5, which I think we're guessing is coming around the beginning of March, is supposed to bring in the ability to upgrade your heirlooms, so that's going to help out with leveling pretty significantly, because today I would have had 10% from the little bonus for doing the war mode. I would have had the 15% from, or not war mode, war campaign, incursion. I keep getting this stuff confused. 10% for doing the incursion, 15% from war mode, so that's 25%, plus about 50% from heirloom, so good like 75%. And if war mode happens to bump back up to, 30% bonus, that's around 90%. So pretty good stacking bonuses here with the XP that are going to be coming up, at least in 8.1.5. 8.1 did just come out, so yeah, I think we do still have like a month or so before 8.1.5 is expected to drop, maybe a little more, but that'll definitely help out. And like I said, I'm trying to sort of save my Priest, Warlock, Mage, and then maybe my Hunter, Shaman as the classes that I'm gonna level up post 8.1.5, because then I only have to upgrade 1 or 2 armor classes of heirlooms to get the bonuses. So right now I'm trying to get my Rogue up, then I'm going to try to get my Druid up. That way everything, plate and leather, has already been leveled up. And I don't have to worry about upgrading those heirlooms until the next expansion. So yeah, if you were able to catch me here on Twitch, I definitely appreciate it. I will be back tonight around 8 p.m. for the weekly WoW news. For now, I'm going to hop off here and continue to level my Rogue and maybe get into leveling my Druid. So thanks for tuning in. If you're catching this on YouTube, remember you can follow me on Twitch. As of right now, I'm not able to live stream on YouTube, even if I wanted to, until April 11th. Come April, I'll be back on YouTube live streaming like usual, but until then, Twitch is where you'll find me. So I hope you're having fun with whatever it is you're playing out there, and as always, I'll see you on the next video.